Hi there guys, you joined me with the new MK8.5 Facelift VW Golf. And yeah, this is my first time driving the car. I'm in an amazing sort of location as well. I mean, check out this. Great place to kind of experience it. And actually we've got all the Golfs with us today as well to kind of check out. This is kind of like my first impressions actually, just checking it out. I'll go through it with you, share it with you, yeah, and take you through it. But yeah, this car particularly, this is the 7-speed DSG 150 PS. So yeah, this is kind of like the more powerful model. Yeah, so far having a go in it, it's pretty special actually as well. I love the design of the wheels as well. I have done plenty of videos on my channel actually sort of sharing all the specifications of the cars, but they've introduced new colors, new tech, new sort of design with the lights. Lots of little things have kind of been improved, which is great. I really like the paintwork actually on this car. Really nice. I've obviously taken it a tiny little bit for a drive so far, and it's really comfortable, particularly around these kind of, that's the UK potholey roads. But yeah, this is really special. Let me know what you think of this color. There's a couple of really nice colors out there. It's like a blue color and the King's Red metallics there as well. R lines, match models, yeah, style, life, estates, plenty of trim options to go through for whatever kind of suits your preference from the Golf. And for me, it's like that one car that just does everything. It just works for everyone. And yeah, this is kind of no different. But yeah, there's kind of like the design. I've shared a lot about it with like kind of like the little nip and tuck sort of work. So the ETSI sort of signifies that it's got 150 PS. You can get a TSI with slightly less power. You can get mild hybrid. You can get diesels. You can get so many sort of trim models as well. I really do like kind of like the design with this, but I'm actually going to start off by checking out just from the back, because the Golf is designed to work for everything. It's got tinted rear windows in this car, and really spacious. This being kind of like a match trim, this is kind of the interior you get. Again, nice and body hugging on kind of like the side, and a nice place to be in the Golf, as you'd expect from a Golf. But the big changes come from inside with the technology. Now, I've had a brief go in this car already, just like a tiny bit in kind of getting here. I'm actually at yeah, Stratford upon Avon, Caffeine and Machine, and yeah, it's great to kind of be in here, to be fair, and to experience it. And a couple of things already that I've really liked. One thing I know is kind of might sound quite basic actually, but the vents are really well placed for like the air conditioning. So like on your hands and stuff, they work really well. The car's super comfortable, really compliant. You can get dynamic chassis control as well. I mean, there's so many different model options as well, and I appreciate I'm kind of getting out of the light. What I'll do is I'll take you on like a point of view kind of drive, just to kind of experience it as well, and it's kind of like my first impressions too. Yeah, and here's kind of like the tech. Again, you get the buttons, very similar to the Mark. That's the new implementation. You've got the dash there, you've got the nice screen too. Really nice quality actually, and I've sort of been poking around. It just feels a little bit better. Feels like they've done like a really nice little job. And yeah, 7-speed DSG, you can get a 6-speed manual as well. Let's start her up, because I'll show you a little bit around like the new technology. So welcome to Volkswagen. And yeah, the new sort of like buttons kind of shown here. Yeah, this is being a press car, and that's why it comes up with that first of all. I've had a really good play around here before in the past, and I like it. I like the new tech. It kind of works, but it's going to be interesting to see what it's like on the move, and I think that's where the point of view is going to really help you guys too. But yeah, if we set the navigation, there's a couple of different routes we can kind of go to. Yeah, let's go for a bit of a drive, and yeah, I'll show you around that. And yeah, first kind of impressions in yeah, the MK8.5 Facelift Golf. And I'm smiling. I think it's really special. And yeah, I personally love these cars because I just feel they just work for so many people. And yeah, again, my channel is a bit of a community channel, so feel free to get involved in the comments. You know, I'm just like a regular guy in some ways, so yeah, I'm hopefully going to give you a good impression of what this car is like and whether or not you should go for it. And yeah, speaking actually to a bit of the product team as well, a lot of the things that they've kind of improved on means that they can implement new technology. So for example, they've got like the first like 360 camera kind of things, so that's pretty cool. And I've already checked out the reversing camera. It comes up really nicely actually, and yeah, you can see that on kind of like the point of view. And yeah, little nip and tuck, which just improves. That's what a facelift is kind of all about. But should we go for that drive and yeah, take things from there? So point of view drive in the car. I've got the sat nav all set, DSG sort of gearbox as I mentioned, the 7-speed, and yeah, all the new, you know, I'm excited to share you these first impressions. So first thing you do is I'm actually going to adjust the seat slightly back because I was a little bit too close before. Foot on the brake, and yeah, stick it into drive. We'll let the bus slightly disappear, but it's just some amazing roads up in here to kind of experience this car. And yeah, I find it very familiar to my Mark 7 Golf actually, which I think is a very good thing. And it's quite a punchy little car too. Front wheel drive. I mean, what a day we've got for this. Yeah, good old UK weather has done well. But that's the big change with the infotainment, the biggest screen now. You know, this is literally my first impression, so apologies if I'm kind of getting up to speed and trying to work things out for you guys. But yeah, just more in its, I mean, it feels very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Brakes feel great. This is obviously a brand new car, so no reasons why you shouldn't expect otherwise. I'm loving the compliance on the Golf. This isn't like, I'm interested to know if the R-line is going to be slightly stiffer suspension. This being a match kind of makes it a little bit better actually, to a point. You can hear the sat-nav kind of talking away as well as I kind of am. But yeah, put your foot down a little bit more. It's got a bit of a punch, got a bit of a growl to it from the engine, which is nice. And yeah, you know, a lot of people were saying, you know, is that screen too distracting? Because that's the biggest improvements from the facelift that they've gone to, is, well, putting that screen in. And for me at the moment, early impressions, it's okay. You know, I mean, it's a big screen for a little car, I suppose, but it's okay, sort of initial impressions. And actually the resolution and everything and the graphics, it kind of just like emphasizes that for me, how good it is. I'm loving the air conditioning from the vents on a day like today. And I think the great thing about the Golf is that they've obviously got the life, you've got the style, you've got the match, you've got the R-line, you've got the GTIs and the Rs to come. Yeah, not here today, but they will be, I will hope to get to try them in the future. Well, they're set to come, we're set to know more details about ordering in the next couple of weeks. That's what I've heard from Volkswagen. And yeah, I mean, like right now we're just coasting straight away. I've got every assist on, so lane keeping assist, everything. And actually the colour of this particular car kind of makes it pretty nice in terms of actually, like, well, just making things a bit cooler and a bit easier to kind of go with. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to know just to cruise around in the car to get that initial kind of feel. Steering wheel feels really nice. I haven't played around with the paddles just yet, but if you straight away you can put them on. 7 speed, so straight away into manual mode. Feels plenty responsive enough to me. Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, the screen's very nice. Obviously I've just got the kind of like the nav up. There's nothing else I'm sort of showing. And to be honest with you, it just takes a lot of time to kind of get used to and to kind of experience what the whole infotainment is going to be like. But let me know what you think in the comments. You know, the new facelift Golf, I feel like the step up from the normal Mark 8 is actually quite significant, particularly with the tech. Feels very, very 2024 in here. And what I love speaking to Volkswagen as well today is that they're, you know, it just seems like they're keeping the Golf name. They're going to keep this kind of platform, this sort of iconic sort of part of Volkswagen's whole history and what so many people love in like the UK and around the world is great. But I'm not too sure what's going on there, because I think I said Volkswagen. I think it's asking questions. It's got like IDA and different things you can do. You can ask it questions with ChatGPT. A lot to kind of get used to. It knows the speed. The actual instrument cluster just on the front is very intuitive. I'm certainly not complaining in terms of, yeah, how it kind of looks and how it goes on that side. Yeah, what a cool car to kind of experience. But I'll tell you what, I'll drive it a little bit more, and yeah, you'll join me back in a second once I've a little bit more up to speed. Okay, so I've had a little bit more of a drive with this, and actually there's a couple of things I want to say. First things first, I actually think I would love to try the manual, which hopefully I'll try shortly. I love the resolution, like the display and the tech, the comforts. The one, I think this car needs driving modes. You can get that, and that's just on I think on a different level. But as far as I can see, there's no way to sort of choose the modes. And that will just basically change the characteristics of the car. This car's kind of just set in one mode. If you just want to get in and go, it will do it. The DSG is really good, really, really quick. I'm finding the infotainment really just pretty simple, to be honest. It's very responsive. It's very easy to get up to speed with. You know, this is the first time, this is as real as you're ever going to get, someone getting into a car and just to experience it. You'll see a lot of other facelift Golfs around like that estate. I might actually try and follow them around so you get a little bit of a view, because there's everyone else is sort of trying them too. Yeah, and I like the power. I think the 150 PS works, but actually I think it's got more than enough power, which I think is probably a good sign. Braking is good. It almost sort of like has like, it feels like it's got a bit of a regen braking. I could be wrong with that. I haven't been sort of like pulled apart by like the lane keeping assist. It's been perfectly fine. Yeah, I really am enjoying this new sort of like model, and you know, no haptic buttons now, which is nice. They've listened to customer feedback. That's what Volkswagen are trying to do to try and get this car into the right place. They're trying to, yeah, they're doing the little things that hopefully will make a difference to people who actually own and live with this car. Spend a bit of time getting used to this infotainment and getting up to speed with it is definitely a key. But once you are, it's fine. Yeah, initial impressions from me, I'd like to have the modes, the driving modes. I'm a bit more of a sporty driver, so yeah, maybe the match trim is a little bit too sedate. But for those who just want a comfortable car to waft around in, the 150 PS 7-speed DSG match, you know, it's basically everything you could ever need. You don't need any more car. It's so simple to kind of just get in and go. You don't have to think too much. Foot on the brake, press start button, stick it into drive, and you're gone. You know, it will even sort of like have its lane assist and so many safety sort of features as well to keep you all safe and your family safe. I've found it okay with this. At first it felt like it was overwhelming. You know, we're under quite a bit of a time constraints and pressure here with sort of filming, but this car is making me feel relaxed. Sort of the blue ambient lighting, and you can change the ambient lighting across the car, just calming things down, making things a little bit nicer, and that's quite nice to have. Yeah, as I mentioned, initial first impressions, yeah, I really am enjoying this car, and yeah, hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of what it would be like for you to kind of get behind the wheel, and what it's like in the UK as well on these gorgeous country roads. We have got some amazing stuff here, and yeah, wow, cool to experience. I'm loving the aircon, I'm loving the vents. It feels like a premium car. Doesn't feel cheap, you know. You know, even on like I believe this is on 17-inch alloy wheels. I will correct myself if I'm wrong on anything. And again, check back on my channel. If you like this video, check back, and I've got every sort of bit of information you could possibly want on like the Golf and everything around it. So yeah, check back if you like it, and subscribe. It just enables more opportunities like this to happen, to be honest, with manufacturers such as Volkswagen. And yeah, I'm smiling, which is a good sign, I would say. And yeah, this is kind of like the DSG model, the match trim, my first impressions, and I hope you've kind of enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm interested to know what you think in the comments. That's probably the big part. You know, do you think this is enough of a step up? Is there anything you want to know? You know, what are the competitors to a car like this now? You know, I don't really know what Ford are doing with the Ford Focus anymore. You know, whether or not that's going to stay around for the long term. But this is just that one car, and they've really improved it with the Mark 8.5 facelift. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's so little more to say. It's just simplicity at its best. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of having a car. You know, for a lot of my viewers watching this, you know, I love a little bit of sporty driving, but for a lot of, even for that, 90% of the time, you're kind of, yeah, you're just chilled out and relaxing. So, you know, this is the car to kind of do that. I'm going to pull into Caffeine and Machine, which is where we're doing the film day today. And you know, I'm going to tell you what, there's a plethora of cars, and I'll put up some clips actually of some stuff I've already gone round. I might have already even shown it, to be fair, as we go in with this Golf estate. Yeah, Oh, and it feels good as well. It feels really good. Where should I park up? Yeah. Oh, actually, can I do a tiny little bit more just around top? Perfect, thank you. Yeah, so I'll just do a little bit of a summary just while we're going through, and it's quite bumpy as well along certain bits, so it's quite nice that it is actually pretty stable. That's important. Well, I don't think I could have got a better day to test the first impressions of the new Mark 8.5 Facelift Golf, and yeah, get a better view of it for you guys around here too. And yeah, the sort of the new design sort of shown at the front. All models trims have sort of like different designs as well, with the R line, then you go up to the R and the GTI. You've got this is new for the Golf in terms of that full-on 360 cam, so they've really kind of improved things on that side. This now becomes illuminated, which you're not going to see on a day like today. I mentioned the wheels, plenty of different options to choose from that side. I'm gonna just double check the size of these wheels. 225 section, R18, so these are 18-inch wheels, and on the 18s it felt plenty comfortable enough. This is on Bridgestone tyres, and see the diamond cut finish as well, comes up really nicely with the paintwork too. All the lane keeping assists as well to kind of go through. Yeah, there you go, there's the best view I can probably show of it. Yeah, sorry, I'm excited. It's exciting to be here and exciting to share the new Golf, and particularly with the sun as well. I think it's coming out really, really nicely. And just to kind of show you a little bit in the boot, obviously you've got the Golf badge which opens up, decent capacity. Open it up, big space, no kind of complaints. What more do you kind of want? It's kind of got it all. And the little tinted windows actually work quite well, because you can see how sunny it is today. If we sit in the back like so, that's set to my driving position, so I've got quite long legs, so I'm quite far forward. Can you see how it just blocks that sunlight? Really nice feature if you can go for it, you know, get a little bit of tint on the rear as part of it. And that, I believe that's going to come as standard on some models. Again, there's so many different trims. I recommend checking out the configurator, or check out some of my videos as well to make a bit more sense. And there's looking at the front, so this is what like your kids might see. Yeah, and then you can go on to an adventure. I mean, life is a journey, as it says on here, and the Golf is a great place to kind of be. And yeah, with summer starting and the fact that these cars are now available, and Volkswagen have put the effort in, yeah, put the effort in as well with them, and buy the car. I think I've really enjoyed my first impressions actually with it, and just to kind of share it and to kind of go through it. I think the paintwork, the fact that you can get so many different options as well, is great. Like the King's Red Metallic looks great, the blue looks great. You've got a tough amount of choice to go through basically. I'll keep the camera more on the car for you just as I kind of summarize my sort of initial impressions. Top quality car, German built, it's designed to last the test of time. That's the whole idea, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But it's very much a community channel, so check out previous content that I've got on my channel and subscribe. It just allows more opportunities of this to come. I'm going to see what else I can kind of film today with the Golf. You know, I've got plenty of time with the car, plenty of time to chat with the team and what they're kind of bringing, and I feel like that fun factor is coming back into Volkswagen. You know, they're trying to make things a little bit more exciting as well, and yeah, I can't really complain. And yeah, let me know if you're getting one, what's your spec and what you're going for, and maybe you're going for something like a similar spec to the car that I've just driven, and I can let you know, yeah, my more of my thoughts as I'm kind of like, you know, kind of taken back, you know, in the moment with all these things going on. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, share, it just helps the channel, and let me know what you think of the new facelift Mark 8.5 Golf.